Hey up guys, S-Man here, back at it again with a brand new Horizons review. Oh boy, now this was an episode. So why don't you leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe for more content like this in the future, as we are about to enter the climax of Horizons. Picking right up for where we left off last week, Rayquaza appears, and the kids are immediately ready to fight. And I like this little, that Briar was like worried, saying, oh my god, they all just used their Terra to Freed. However, they're gonna fight this. And it just cuts to the kids all being like, alright, we got this. This is our dream. Florigato, we're gonna get to Rokua. Crocolar, we're gonna catch Rayquaza once and for all. Quaxwell, we're doing something here. But yeah, I love how Freed also just says, I'm in it to support. Don't worry kids, I'm always here to support you. Sends out Charizard and the battle begins. Basically, this battle was really good, really good. Freed tells the kids to all get and like to spread out in order to be able to launch hits more effectively, and he basically distracts Rayquaza till they're all ready. Roy unleashes a flamethrower on Rayquaza, hitting it, causing it to move away from Roy. And that's when we actually get to see Liko use her second Pokemon. Welcome back, Hatterene. Basically, Hatterene uses the rocks around the Area Zero crater to basically surround Rayquaza so it can't really move too much, also allowing for Florigato to do some parkour and hit Rayquaza right into the position where Dots Quaxley and Tinkatuff, nice to see you again, Tinkatuff, could unleash a powerful hit on Rayquaza. So basically, the kids are just flinging Rayquaza around, and the second Rayquaza goes to attack one of them, Freed just steps in and draws Rayquaza away from them. And I like how Briar points out that, hey, they're actually doing really good because of the advantage they have. With Area Zero being a more condensed spherical surrounding area, they can unleash it all from different points, with Rayquaza not able to move as far as it would want. But Rayquaza also uses the environment to its advantage, using a Draco Meteor that basically engulfs the entire area easier than if it was an open surface. But all the kids avoid it somehow. I do like the detail of how Liko avoids it, with Hatena basically using Psychic to catch all of them, and then Brutal swinging them out of the air. Dot comes up with another plan in order to basically maximize damage against Rayquaza, and it's basically to reuse the Gouging Fire waterfall strategy. With the waterfall nearby all the other Pokemon, they can destroy the rocks in order to unleash a maximum amount of water on top of Rayquaza, allowing for Cap to basically engulf it in electricity. So, Liko and Dot head up to the waterfall, while Freed and Roy finally using Kilowattrel. I gotta say, that scene was epic. Like, at first I'm like, hey, why hasn't Roy sent out Kilowattrel yet? Then once he jumps off the cliff and sends out Kilowattrel, grabbing onto it, that was sick. And we also get a tag team of Crocolar and Charizard using flamethrowers while flying around Rayquaza fighting. But yeah, they push it back enough to where it lands in the waterfall, and once Dot and Liko destroys all the rocks covered in water, and Pikachu rushes in with a Volt Tackle, doing a lot of damage to Rayquaza. But obviously, because it's a legendary, it doesn't go down. It gets right back up, and Dragon Tail's Freed out of the sky, knocking Pikachu down out of Charizard's arms. But with before it gets knocked out, Charizard, of course, makes sure Freed lands safety, and that knocks it out. And then Rayquaza goes to attack Liko and Dot, but Dot's Pokemon steps in to make sure they're all safe, getting Quaxwell and Tinkatink out of the battle, and just Dot as a whole is just no longer in the battle now. So basically that just leaves Liko's 2 Pokemon, Roy's 2 Pokemon, and Pikachu. As much as I like the battle, it's kind of sad to see Dot get sidelined so quick, along with Charizard. Charizard and like all of Dot's team basically got like sidelined within like a few moves, but I can ignore it because it's not really Dot's battle. This was more Roy's battle. After this, Liko uses Florigato and Hatena to basically distract Rayquaza. It unleashes a Draco Meteor, but obviously Hatena uses Psychic to catch all of them, and her and Florigato start destroying it and attacking back Rayquaza. This distracting it enough for Kilowattrel to get Crocolar on top of Rayquaza's head, where it can unleash a disarming voice, doing the most optimal amount of damage with this super effective move. After this, they go to recreate that strategy, but Rayquaza isn't stupid. So it makes sure it takes out every Pokemon that could actually be a threat. It takes out Kilowattrel, Florigato, then Hatterem, but for some reason, leaves Crocolar alive. Which I don't know. That kind of felt like kind of contrived that, hey, Rayquaza's been slowly picking off the Pokemon and like the person who's doing the most like impact against it, but leaves Crocolar, who's landing the most moves. It's kind of weird. But yeah, before it can take out the it goes to unleash one more giant Draco Meteor to finish off to finish the kill. But Cap and Pikachu come in, slicing that in half and rushing in with a Rising Volt Tackler that sends Rayquaza into the sky. Good on you, Cap, showing you're better than Ash's Pikachu. But after this, Rayquaza just uses Dragon's Descent, basically using Pikachu's already gained height to basically plus the move's impact, slamming it into the ground, taking Captain Pikachu out. So it's just a Crocolar vs Rayquaza battle, where they're just unleashing Dragon Pulse and Flamethrowers back and forth, while Terrapagos watches and worries about its friends. And Nico is also upset because she doesn't want to give up yet, and her resolve to battle is still strong as ever. That's when Terrapagos goes into its battle form and unleashes a Fury of, and basically turns the tide in the battle in their favor. Terrapagos and Liko team up to use a bunch of super effective ancient powers, along with Crocolar's disarming voice, doing massive damage to Rayquaza. But Rayquaza is eventually able to get a hit on Terrapagos, but Terrapagos obviously strikes back with its signature move, knocking the both back and doing as much damage as possible. But before it gets taken out, it uses its last energy to basically recharge his Crocolar's Terra, where they all cheer on Roy as he gets the finishing hit on Rayquaza and catches it. Yep, Roy caught Rayquaza. Well, kinda. Basically in the same way how they caught all the other hero Pokemon. Roy chucks its Pokeball at it and it goes in, signifying it's ready to join the Rising Volt Tacklers along with all the other hero Pokemon and head towards Rukua. And I love how Roy cheers on, saying, I did it! I accomplished my dream of catching Rayquaza. But Rayquaza doesn't listen fully to Roy, so thinking he gets upset, Fried goes to comfort it, and Roy just laughs and says, this is just the first step. Yes, Rayquaza is still Lucius's, but I'll make him respect me as a trainer. I gotta say, good on you, Roy. I hope you get this Rayquaza's respect. And also catch it in your own Pokeball instead of the ancient Pokeball. That would have been a lot more impressive. But, yeah. We get the final flashback where it's basically Lucius, Gibby, and Ristle all happy together as they finally arrive towards Rukua. And I love how the kids are all saying, oh my, are all like excited to go to Rukua because how these three were so excited. But realistically, they know how the story ends. I don't know why they're like, oh, so cool. These three friends were all so happy to arrive here. Gibeon betrays them. What are you guys doing? But yeah. Now with Rayquaza under their command, Rayquaza decides to lead them to Rukua, where the Rising Volt Tacklers say their final goodbyes to Briar and head off toward Rukua. That's when we get a really nice scene of basically playing over the second OP, where we see the Rising Volt Tacklers travel to Rukua while all informing their family about what's happening. For example, Liko texts her mom and dad about how they finally discovered where Rukua is and the mysteries of the pendant her grandmother gave them, and they fly over Liko's house as their parents wave. Roy also calls his grandpa to tell him about how he finally beat Rayquaza, and he's now going towards, and now he's aiming to gain its respects, leading his grandpa to feel proud of him. And once his grandpa's friends start teasing him, he gets all embarrassed. Then we get Dot's mother, who's crying because she's proud that her daughter has found joy in the outside world and is no longer a loser. Get scenes of each of the individual Rising Gold tacklers as we head towards Rockua, with the ending of the episode being them finally arriving to Rukua. And it only took 82 episodes. Damn! That's quicker than I thought it would be. I thought we'd at least be like by episode 100 before they get to Rockua. But no, I stand corrected. It's just a surprise. What's going to happen? We've assembled all the hero Pokemon so early, and like, we still got a lot. I feel like we still got a lot of the series to go, especially because we don't know when Gen 10 could be coming. Because it could either come this year or next year. And if it's next year, we still got a whole year of content, and we're basically done with the story mostly. The only really other stuff you got to do is just evolve the kids' Pokemon. So I wonder where the story is going to go from here. But overall, I'll just end it off quickly now. Great battle. Everyone played a role really good. Really good development for Roy, finally accomplishing his dream. And basically, and similar to how Ash Ketchum would, once he accomplishes his goal that he's set out for so long, he basically uses that as a stepping stone. Finds a new goal to overall help his dream of becoming a hero that will go down in the legends. But yeah, can't wait to see where this goes. Really love this episode. That's why I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Really good episode. Really good, basically just signal towards where we're going. Like, this could have been an episode that ends an arc, but no, this is like the midway point of the Rayquaza Rising arc. We still got like 5 or 6 episodes left. We're going somewhere. But yeah, I hope you guys do join me as we head towards Rukua and uncover the mysteries of what the Rukrium is in the upcoming episodes. And that's why you guys gotta subscribe. Stick around. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. S-Man signing off.